Welcome back to another Micmac tabletop review. Today we'll be taking a look at the Smith & Wesson Model M&P Shield EZ semi-automatic 380 pistol. This is the Smith & Wesson M&P Shield EZ 380. There are also 9mm and 30 Super Carry versions which are almost identical. As its name implies, Smith & Wesson designed this gun to be really easy to use. If you've watched many of my videos, you know that it's common to hear me say, this pistol is not recommended for those with weak hands. And there seem to be a lot of pistols like that. By the way, my wife is petite and complains about ease of use for most of the firearms I review. Due to light build, arthritis, or just age, there are actually many people who would be better off with a simple revolver for ease of use. Case in point, I have a friend who suffers from arthritis to the extent that he's had to give up his Walther PPKS 380. He tells me that he can still shoot it just fine, but it's becoming too difficult for him to load, rack, or field strip for cleaning, and it's becoming more of a challenge every year for him. However, he's complained that he's not as accurate with a small enough to carry revolver due to small grips and uncomfortable recoil, and admittedly, good revolvers tend not to be cheap. Now, fortunately, Smith & Wesson has responded to this common need with their EZ pistols. These lightweight, easy to carry, and conceal pistols are specifically designed to be easy to load, rack, and shoot. They offer a good grip and light recoil. Importantly, they are also fast, accurate, and reliable. And smartly, Smith & Wesson designed their EZ pistols to be affordable. And here's the thing. The polymer frame pistol business is very competitive. Gun companies are always looking for what will create interest, but it's just plain hard to design a pistol that really stands out from the crowd. In this regard, I think Smith & Wesson has hit a home run with this EZ pistol. I found this one at a local gun store earlier this year. My wife immediately liked its size, its easy to load magazine, its very light racking, its visual and tactile loaded chamber indicator, its grip safety but no thumb safety, its 5-pound trigger, and its lightweight. My wife doesn't usually say she wants a gun, but she wanted this one, so here it is. It was new in the box but missing its manual, so I was able to pick it up for just $300, which I thought was a pretty good deal. And it made my wife happy, which is even better. Now before we go any further, let's make sure this gun is cleared first, and note that all of the guns featured in this review have likewise been cleared. By the way, if you enjoyed this review, please be sure to like, share, and subscribe. The Smith & Wesson M&P Shield EZ pistols hit the market in 2018 and are still in production today. The basic configurations include 380 and 9mm and 30 Super Carry versions, with or without thumb safety, laser, night sights, and even ported barrel versions are available. As already described, the idea behind the EZ pistols was to be truly easy to use, and the Smith & Wesson designers took that challenge seriously. With people less familiar with firearms or those with weaker hands in mind, Smith & Wesson designed the EZ pistol to be downright significantly easier to rack, and it really is. Unlike most standard pistols designed for experienced shooters, the EZ is actually intended for inexperienced new shooters, those lacking hand strength, disabled, or just small shooters. Now that being said, in my opinion, the EZ is still actually quite suitable for seasoned veteran shooters as well. And while the EZ was developed to be overall friendly operational, it's the racking of its slide that usually gets people's attention. Even if the user hasn't figured out the mechanics of racking, locking and releasing a pistol slide compared to other pistols, the EZ slide is the easiest you're likely to find. As for packaging, the Smith & Wesson M&P 380 Shield EZ comes in a sturdy cardboard box. Modest, basic, and uncomplicated. Included are 2 magazines, a manual, and the usual paperwork. Some would say that's probably all you need. As for specifications, the Smith & Wesson M&P 380 Shield EZ is considered by Smith & Wesson to be a micro-compact. The EZ is from Smith & Wesson's M&P Shield product line. about the same size as my Smith & Wesson M&P 9C compact, so although the EZ is slimmer, I'm not sure about it being a micro compact. It's a 380 internal hammer-fired single-action pistol. As I mentioned earlier, there are slightly larger 9mm and 30 super carry versions available with specs similar to this 380 model. Note that this one is the standard 380 model without an external thumb safety. Barrel length is 3.68 inches. Barrel and slide are stainless steel. There are slide cutouts, M&P serrations, and wings provide a good grip area for racking. The grip and the frame are polymer. The finish is black. There's an accessory rail here. Sights are basic white 3-dot. The EZ has a safety grip requiring pressing the back strap into the grip to fire. There's no external thumb safety on this one, but an ambidextrous thumb safety is an option. There's a loaded chamber indicator here. Slide lock release is here. Mag release is here. Takedown lever here. It has a capacity of 8+1 rounds and comes with 2 magazines. Overall length is 6.7 inches. Height is 5.05 inches. Width is 1.04 inches. Loaded weight is 18.3 ounces. Now before we head out to the range, let's talk a little about function. Yes, the Smith & Wesson M&P 380 Shield EZ has got to be the easiest 380 pistol I know of to rack. Very, very light. The serrations work, but there could have been more, and the front serrations, which are very minuscule, could have been larger as well. Of course, light racking caused me to worry that the gun might be a little snappy to shoot and perhaps prone to stovepiping or other functional problems. Also worried about the grip safety because I have other pistols with grip safeties and my long fingers have occasionally compromised getting the necessary grip at times. The magazine is well made. I like the bright orange follower. The follower even has assist knobs here on both sides. Very easy to load. No mag assist loader needed here. The mag seats easily with a nice sure click. The Smith & Wesson M&P 380 Shield EZ was designed for smaller hands, so these grips are narrower than I would like, but the stippling is better than you expect. The length is nonetheless sufficient for me to get a full grip, no problem. The gun actually feels pretty good in my hand. Yes, the thin grips are compromised which reduce capacity, but help with the ease of carry being somewhat slim overall. Grip angle is good, points naturally. Controls are all where they should be. This grip safety sort of forces you to grip properly. There's no external safety on this one. That's a good thing because my wife hates thumb safeties. These 3-dot sights are quite nice. Good sight picture. Both front and rear are dovetailed and the rear being adjustable for windage. The slide locks back after the last round is fired. Releasing the slide lock with my thumb is doable but requires a strong thumb. Of course, it's not a procedure I typically use or recommend. The takedown lever is large and fairly easy to operate. The accessory rail looks good. The loaded chamber indicator provides both tactical and visual evidence of a loaded round. As for trigger, it has a take-up of a little over a 1/4 inch. Pulling through to the break is another 1/4 inch at about 5 pounds. I measured this trigger to average 4.8 pounds, so it's a good one. Reset is light and crisp at about 1/8 of an inch. Very nice. Okay, I think we're ready to take this gun to the range to try it out. The Smith & Wesson EZ seems capable enough for standard range work in my opinion, which means I'm setting up 6-inch targets out to about 24 feet, which is my typical training distance. I'm shooting Remington UMC 95 grain full metal jacket ammo here. This gun provides a good feel in spite of these narrow grips. Not as full as I'd like, but decent. I'm very aware of the grip safety. The safety has a sort of grittiness to it. I suspect it's the spring. I'll try to shoot a few shots here. Okay, not too bad, but my last round stovepipe. I may not have had a proper grip. I'm just getting used to this gun and its grip safety. Let's try another magazine. Still at 24 feet. Better. Good sights, but could be a little better. Very good trigger. Fairly comfortable felt recoil. Minimal muzzle flip. Nice little pistol. Let's bump the target out to 36 feet and try some rapid fire. Well, for a 6-inch target at 36 feet, that wasn't too bad. No complaints. As for cons, the EZ's grips are a bit thin for my taste, and some might complain about the capacity of only 8 rounds. Personally, I'd like to have more slide serrations, and larger forward serrations would have been nice. And to be honest, I'm not a huge fan of grip safety. You don't see many guns being designed with a grip safety today. Rules out adding a grip sleeve. I've been told that the grip safety came about because Smith & Wesson used a one-piece trigger instead of a two-piece safety trigger like you'd find on Glocks. A two-piece trigger is a drop safety device that keeps the gun from firing when accidentally dropped. Because the EZ didn't have a trigger safety, Smith & Wesson needed some type of drop safety and decided on a grip safety, probably because they thought it would be easy, I suppose. As for pros, first and foremost, using an internal hammer fire system, Smith & Wesson was able to reduce the EZ felt slide tension by half. Pretty impressive. And not only are the EZ single stack magazines very well constructed, they're also very easy to load. Together with good grips and a low felt recoil, the EZ is comfortable to shoot. It's accurate and reliable. And due to its single stack flat design, it's easy to carry and conceal. Finally, the EZ is available in a good assortment of models with good accessories available while remaining reasonably priced. Disassembly of the Smith & Wesson M&P 380 Shield EZ is simple. Check that the gun is cleared. With the magazine installed, rack the slide back, allowing the slide to lock open. Remove the magazine. With the magazine removed and the slide locked back, rotate the takedown lever down to its 6 o'clock position. Release the slide and move it forward and off the frame. Remove the recoil spring and rod. Remove the barrel. And that's it. Now, while we have the gun field stripped, it's noteworthy to point out a few things on the EZ. First, note that we have an encapsulated rod and recoil spring assembly. Note that we also have a sort of a diamond-shaped end on the front end that fits into the diamond-shaped hole on the front of the slide here. That helps make sure that the back end positions into the barrel notch properly. Back here on the frame, you can see the hidden hammer. And looking into the rear of the slide, here's the firing pin. And you can see how the sights are attached from the underside of the frame here and here. By the way, the sights are steel. Finally, note the steel insert slide guides here on the polymer frame, and the controls are all steel as well. This EZ seems very well designed and very well made. To reassemble, follow the takedown steps in reverse. Return the barrel, then the rod and recoil spring assembly with the diamond end fitting properly into the front of the slide. The back end sits into the barrel here. Make sure everything is centered. Return the slide to the frame. Lock the slide back on the frame using the slide lock, or you can return a magazine at this time and rack the slide back to lock it open into position. With the slide locked back, rotate the takedown lever up to its 3 o'clock position. Now you can release the slide. If you haven't already installed the magazine yet, do so now and test for function. And that's it. The manufacturer's suggested retail price on the standard Smith & Wesson M&P 380 Shield EZ, like this one, is $459. But current national sales data would suggest a retail price closer to around $400. True gun value suggests that a used EZ should sell for about $265, and indeed I've seen EZs sold for around $200 at auction. Add in shipping, credit card fees, and transfer fees, and you'd be at that $265 level. So True Gun Value's estimate is probably right for used value. Still, you can probably expect a higher price at a gun store. Again, national sales data would confirm that a new EZ will cost you around $400. Of course, here are recent examples of bargain sales. A new one for $300 and a used one for $220. So deals are always out there. Now before we end today's video, I'd like to remind you, if you haven't already, be sure to like, share, and subscribe down below. And thanks for watching. In a nutshell, the Smith & Wesson M&P 380 Shield EZ has been around since 2018 and is still in production today with a wide assortment of variations available. The EZ's primary claim to fame is its easy rack slide and overall operation. Yes, the EZ was designed with the inexperienced shooter and those with compromised hand strength in mind, but there's no doubt it's a great concealed carry firearm option even for the veteran shooter. Nicely constructed and finished. The EZ single stack magazines are also easy to load. The slide is super light to rack and the felt recoil is very mild, making the EZ comfortable to shoot. While there are those who won't like the safety grip, the EZ is accurate and reliable. In addition, due to its flat design, it's easy to carry and conceal. And with the new in-the-box price of around $400 and a used price at the remarkably low $250 level, I believe the EZ is a real bargain for what you get. And for those who prefer a 9mm handgun, remember that Smith & Wesson makes a 9mm version of the EZ, as well as one chambered for the new 30 Super Carry round that is said to basically equal 9mm but with less recoil. Pretty cool. Okay, so wrapping up, the Smith & Wesson M&P 380 Shield EZ is indeed a remarkable offering from Smith & Wesson. Built around its vulnerable and dependable M&P line of pistols, Smith & Wesson sought to create a pistol that was all around just plain super easy to operate. Now when you think about it, it's obvious that gun manufacturers have typically ignored the needs of the inexperienced and or potential users with less hand strength when designing their pistols. So I've got to give Smith & Wesson credit for addressing this issue head on. And I really think they were successful in the creation of the EZ, a brilliant achievement of design, finish, and construction. It's also nice that Smith & Wesson offers a good selection of formats. And there's no doubt the EZ is priced right. The biggest con, as I see it, is the grip safety, but I can forgive that given the overall features and functions of this pistol. Well done. In fact, very well done. So what does my wife think now that she's had this pistol for a while? Now remember, she was the one who wanted me to buy this one in the first place. Well, she really likes that she's good with it. She likes the grip safety. She likes how easy it is to operate and maintain. And now the Smith & Wesson M&P 380 Shield EZ is her new favorite pistol, which is a very good thing. Happy wife, happy life, right? Of course, now she's thinking she might trade this one in for one chambered into 30 Super Carry rounds. Any weapon you carry is better than one you left at home. Thanks for watching. Hope you'll be back for my next tabletop review. Until next time, stay safe.